Air. It's way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No DECAFF, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no DECAFF. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no DECAFF. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no DECAFF. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get, man. Come on, press play, press play.
Yo, yo, yo! What it do, big dog?
What's going down, man?
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Hey, it is Thursday, May 8th, 2025, and we back in here like we left our wallet and keys, man. What's going down? The Toyo in the building. Good morning, man. What's happening? It is Thursday.
Salute, bros.
Hey, what's
Oh yeah, that's
happening?
that 10-month-old on that picture right there, ain't it now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Man, that bad boy look good. Is that the same pup that was in the picture as a that you had, as a pup?
Yeah. I showed pictures of him coming up.
Hey.
I gave little updates as he coming up,
That bad boy look good, man.
Yeah, that joker big, man.
How much he weigh?
Oh man, I know he over 60 pounds, man. My cousin got him. He over 60 pounds, man. But they just feed him so much and all that type stuff.
Yeah.
You know how it is. You know what I mean? He got his girl be raised. He just spoiled, so he getting big as I don't know what, man. You know what I mean? I told him you gotta let him run and stuff and all that type stuff. That nigga swelling up, man. But one of Pop's joint, I had the mother, but Pops had the father. One of his old joints he had for catch dogs. That's the type of catch dogs he be having and shit like that. You did?
Okay.
Salute.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah.
The
Little
video
bit dynamite on the bottom of that too. A little bit of Ghana's blood on the bottom of that coming through my female. But Pops got that old school shit. I think he got some Red Boy and some other shit in there.
Ooh, that old school mix. Yeah. The video on the screen right now is a fan submission, man. / a Shogun brother submission. I'm not gonna tell you who dog it is. If he wants to tell you in the chat, it is. But I get a lot of video footage. And I don't be knowing exactly where they're working into the show. So if y'all keep sending them to me, man, I'm gonna just slide them in there. I won't put no audio or nothing like that. I'm not gonna put your business out there. But yeah, man, it's some good looking dogs. I see, man, it's some crazy good looking dogs I be seeing, but I don't be knowing how to work it into the show because we got a new structure and everything. So I'm just give y'all that background, whatever, and let the brothers, if they want to cook on their own animal or if they want to come on the show and talk about their animal, they can.
Yeah, we'll work it into the show, man. We'll make a whole little segment for it.
Yeah,
that look like a Sorrell's dog.
I know one thing. That cat knew what time it was, man.
Right. Yeah, man. Let's get some shout outs real quick, y'all, so we can get to the topic of the day, man. But the great brother Dickie Foster and the mother loving building. What's good, big dog?
Hey, salute.
First one in. The other usual suspect, Hard Finish Kennels in the building.
Hard Finish.
H&F.
Then we got the legendary Fat Bill Reynolds in the building.
Man,
y'all legends got
Fat Bill, salute.
Y'all got to RSVP before y'all come through, so we can roll out the red carpet for y'all, man. Because
man,
the haters already be here, man. They see y'all big names checking us out. What's Fat Bill doing over there? Why Fat Bill ain't watching my channel? You know how they be, man. You know how the haters be, man. But salute to you, man. Salute, Bill.
Yeah.
Wifey in the building. What it do, baby?
Salute, Queen.
Hey. Yeah.
The great brother MKM Bottoms. Yes, sir.
MKM.
Hey.
Hey, man. MKM be liking all the new music, man. I salute to you, brother, man. I appreciate that because it matters. You know, we want to know if the music is really cranking like that. You know what I'm saying? So salute, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, my wife in the building, man. I ain't get to see her this morning, man. It been one of them crazy
Queen. Salute,
Queen.
Yeah.
Jerry Hatton, aka Lil J in the building. What it do, big dog?
Lil J.
Elevated. Oh yeah, brother Elevated. Like I told you the other night, man, my online page is back up and running, man. So yeah, y'all, for those of y'all who don't know, I do build pairs, you know what I'm saying, for a nominal fee. For members, I don't charge anything, but just, you know, just a little bit to help me sustain the website and keep my online pairs account going. So yeah, ain't nothing crazy. But
yes, sir.
Elevated. Dirty dog.
That's Honcho.
Hey.
I wasn't gonna say it, but he let it go. Yeah, that's my brother MKM dog right there, man.
That's who, dog?
That's MKM dog. Yes,
what
sir.
kind of dog is it? It look like it's a real dog.
Nah, man. You're mistaken, my brother, man. That dog right there. I'm gonna let him tell you. You know what?
Yeah.
MKM, if you don't mind, I'll share it back in the back chat with Victoria if you don't mind me sharing that pedigree. Like I've been watching this dog, and it's crazy because I know another dog named Honcho bred very, very similar to this. Owned by my
That's what's up. That's what's up. Good looking dog.
Yeah, very good looking dog. Something that I would definitely love to add to to the sauce one day, man. That dog is bred well, act good, and works. You know what I'm saying? That's a real working dog right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Dirty Dog Kennels in the building.
Yeah, man.
Let me get the queen on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Salute. On the way to work. Yes, man.
Oh, Eli Jr. Okay, salute. Eli Jr. dog. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. What's up with the dog of the week, man?
Hold on, bro. You're right. I'm gonna pull it up. But it's so many people coming in here, and I don't want to miss nobody. You know, the first 5 minutes we trying to get them in here. So
it feel like a Friday, man. It feel like a Friday.
RBG in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, salute. Awesome.
Salute the wolf.
Okay. Now I feel like we caught up enough that I can put it up there, Big A. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and before you do that, man, we got to talk about Apache Kennels, man. Apache Kennels and his pups, bro.
Okay.
Apache Kennels got he got five pups on the ground that's ready to go to the public. He's got 2 males and 3 females. This is the home of Knucklehead, you know, the beginning half of the beginning of, Samurai Kennels. Yeah,
man.
Is that the grandfather to your dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Big Hill, yeah, that 100% is Michonne's grandfather, Knucklehead.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's the progenitor to Samurai Kennels Saki as well, man. But speaking about progenitors and families of dogs, man, the dog of the week, bam, right there, come from the same yard as Honcho.
Man.
Yes, sir.
That's an 11-year-old retired hog dog, man.
Looking good and shiny.
Yeah, put in that work. Yeah,
good and shiny.
See, like this right here, elevated. These right here are the still photos you want in the magazine, bro. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's a great, with a nice little cover article at the bottom. Talking about some science straight from the source, MKM. Man, that'd be cold, man. I also want to give a shout out to my sister Faith Whited. Faith is not one of the newest members of Battle Bread family. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't know this, but like I'm down with Battle Bread. I've been down with Battle Bread. Ain't nothing changed, man. Like I ain't even mentioning it. I ain't even mentioning none of the sponsorship stuff, man, because I've been kind of staying away from that. But like, yeah, bro, like me and Eric are still rocking just as hard as we used to, man. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Eric Lawton and Battle Bread family.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
Yeah, okay, we got the dog of the week. What about the dog of the month?
He said nothing slick to a can of oil.
Yeah,
hey, buddy.
Man. Yes, sir.
Chainsaw.
And if you want all the exclusive updates on Dog of the Week, Dog of the Month, you have to follow Shogun Unlimited Facebook page, man. Big A surprised me. He leaked, you know what I'm saying? He leaked some of the videos for this week on there. I was like, okay, cool. But you can see the competition up front, you know.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to gear towards is you know, as the shots start coming in for Dog of the Week, Dog of the Month, you know, putting them up there so people can get a little preview and kind of get the idea of what's to come for the you know, for the show. So you can get there and get your little preview, and then you know what it is.
Keep it G. This is what Big A doing. Big A like, okay, put the dogs up there. Because the people that's thinking, okay, maybe I got a chance, maybe I don't got a chance. They can gauge it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like my brother Elevated, like my brother MKM, my brother Heart Finish, my brother Pitwise. Them brothers just be jumping in the fight. I don't care who submitted a dog. I don't care who submitted a dog. I've got my dogs in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't come on my yard, bro. Like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that too. Like when it comes to the team, man, just so y'all know, Toyo's the balance. You know what I'm saying? He like the blue Ninja Turtle. You know what I'm saying? Big A probably like the red one. You know what I'm saying? Because like he act calm, but Big A really the crazy one. You know what I'm saying? And then like I probably like the orange Ninja Turtle, even though I don't really care for the orange Ninja Turtle like that. Like that's probably the Ninja Turtle I would be. You know? You know what I'm saying? And Solo, one of them wise ones. They be the purple one. You know, the real wise one, the real balanced. On mental stability type stuff. So, but man.
Yeah, man.
Now you know what, Toyo? I'm the Blue Ninja Turtle, man. You Master Splinter.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Whoever that is.
Yeah.
That's the sensei.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's some Ninja Turtles or something?
Yeah, man.
He was talking about the Ninja Turtles, man.
You are not that old, man.
Man. Yeah,
Toyo. But I guess it's too early for the jokes this morning, man. So I'm a dollar.
No. Ninja Turtles, I don't be watching no cartoons, bro. But Master Splinter, ain't he like a police type motherfucker, some shit like that?
No.
Oh,
man.
Okay.
People be using that.
I don't know. I don't be knowing, man. I don't be knowing. I heard they say Master Splinter sometimes. I don't know what they be talking about.
He's just a rat from the sewer, but like, he the OG.
Yeah, we talking about Master Splinter as the master in a good way, not you know what I'm saying, the other way. Yeah. Nah, man. But anyway, though, on to the next thing. On to the next thing, man. All right, so the title for today is early warning signs. Which puppies won't make the cut? You know. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the Bushido code of the day. And the Bushido code of the day is Makato. You know, and Makato is the sixth principle of the Bushido code, and it refers to sincerity or truthfulness. The principle emphasizes the importance of being truthful and honest in all aspects of life and acting with sincerity and integrity. So let's go to the quote of the day.
Yeah, Queen on point. That's my sister. Queen on point. She know exactly where I be coming from. Queen, yes sir. Salute, Queen. You already know. Salute, Queen. That's all I can do is say
man.
salute, Queen. Salute the Queen. That's all I can say.
No, it's not like that. You know, man. It ain't it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. Yeah. But salute, wifey, man. Love you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she calling the ball and the strike a strike today. You know what I'm saying? But to see clearly, you must remove what you want to see. To see clearly, you must remove what you want to see. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's just as important as, you know, selecting the, you know, your puppies and all of that. Looking at things from a reality standpoint, being honest with yourself. You know, that's a big thing, man. Yes, sir.
Okay. Hold on, just let me check real quick, brother Dickie. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Dickie Potts for that 2-piece early this morning, man. Tip. Hey. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Man, Dick, you've been so consistent with that jump, man. It don't make no sense, man.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Dickie be coming with them fire shorts. I love his shorts when he be going work. He hit that road. He be playing them. I love his shorts.
Yeah.
You guys see the Instagram post, man. Between him and Jeff Smith, man. Now Dickie, at least I can open his around people. Your brother Jeff Smith be sending me some stuff, man. I'd be like, man, they gonna.
I be wanting all that stuff like y'all, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. For I'll be scared as all know what, but like I'm a tiptoe out there though, man. Oh my goodness, that boy ain't no quarterback. Why y'all keep short?
Yeah, man. So let's jump to that daily nutrition, man.
Yes, sir.
Statement for the day. You know, what to feed when a pup is falling behind mentally and physically. Raw chicken necks and boost joints. Joint boost, calcium and joint boost. Beef heart, you know, for cardio and stamina. Coconut oil, brain and coat plus quick energy. Cod liver oil for vitamin D, bone integrity. And pumpkin puree for gut regularity.
Yep.
Yeah, behavior. You know, consistency. But you know, I've never used cod liver oil before, man. Has anybody ever used cod liver oil before? I've used everything up there except for cod liver oil.
Yeah, I used to use red cell. I think it's heavy cod liver or cod liver something, but that's what made me think of that red cell. You know what I mean? That's what I used to use a lot way back. And I didn't know what I was doing. It was running my dogs hot as I don't know what.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What about you, Dre? You ever use cod liver oil?
Nah. Salmon.
Yes, that I have.
Mackerel, tuna, and I actually buy the salmon oil in a little squirt bottle too. You know what I'm saying? But that's my omega-3. That's my fish. And you know what? I'm curious to see if salmon oil and cod liver oil are comparable.
Yeah. No, but hey, Toyo. So what?
I might be wrong though. Drake, check one of your old bottles out if you still got that red cell around there. If it got something to do with cod liver. It just hit me in my head when he was talking about cod liver, but you know, I'm so old, man. That should be running together. But I thought that red cell had something to do with the cod liver.
You said it made your dogs run hot?
Yeah, the red cell, just because I ain't know how to use it. You know, Pop said back when I first was putting dogs together and shit, Pops was giving me ingredients to getting shit, and I ain't never you know, he ain't never tell me measurements and stuff like that. He was just telling me different things, and you know, and I learned the hard way. You know what I mean? I was running them hot on different things. Yeah,
man.
Hey, so Toyo, it doesn't. I can't find it on the thing, but It says cod liver oil is extracted from the liver of the cod and mainly consists of omega-3 fatty acids, a word I can't even pronounce, EPA, and another word I can't pronounce, DHA, also being a rich source of vitamin A and D. Cod liver oil can be taken orally or as daily supplements. So I take it as the same thing as salmon oil or any other oils, just high in omega-3s from the water fish.
Yeah. That was my old Roy days. That was my old
I do got
days.
another fan submission I want to plug in there though, bro. While we're on the health thing, Big A, specifically because there's so many litters and breedings out there. So another great mentor of mine hit me up and was like, "Hey man, just a heads up, man. If your female has puppies and her milk is low, you could always add oatmeal to her feed to help her produce milk, and that's something that we even do in humans. Like my wife breastfed for the first year of most of my kids' lives, and she would eat oatmeal to help generate nursing. So I genuinely believe this tip to work. I also use oatmeal for that reason as well, and you can also use it once they're already nursing to continue to help them produce. Shouts out to Samurai Kennels for that information, because it's information that I'm aware of, and I'm very, very confident that it will work for you. And that's oatmeal. He said oatmeal pie specifically. That's a cheap source to get it, man. But I just buy whole oats as well sometimes. But
said oatmeal pies.
Yeah,
I heard that one before.
Yeah, I mean, like he's just keeping the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
example, for real.
You know how like you're supposed to use gelatin during the keep, but I go out and buy Jello Jello.
You put me on that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like just Jello. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's close enough. The nuclear ingredients is close enough, and I'm even saying like Elevated was saying with the parental pomade, it's the same active ingredient that's in the Nemex 2. Now I like Nemex 2 because it's vanilla flavor that makes the dog want to eat it even more. But the parental pomade is the active ingredient that they use. There's a few other chemicals they're trace amounts though. Like when I say trace amounts, that means it's barely enough to even be. It's negligible. The amount of difference is negligible. It's because they sell two different wormers like that at a Tractor Supply. They got the Nemex 2, and then they got this another bottle. It's a little red bottle, but it looks like it's like a. I can't remember what it's called. Somebody help me out. I know y'all know what I'm talking about, but they literally both parental pomade, but Nemex 2 is like 8% more than the other one. And my wife and I, it's like $1 difference in the cost. And I was like, I pay that $1 difference because I trust Nemex 2. So at that point,
is it in the same type bottle, but it got RFD on it?
RFD, that's the one. Yeah. That's the one. RFD. Yeah, that's the one. Yep. And the difference, like if you look at the ingredients, it's it's less than a whole percent. It's like 0.08% difference. But I was like, I've been with Nemex this long, I'm just gonna stay with Nemex because Nemex is 0.8% more than. I'm
gonna tell y'all some shit. Back in the day, they used to be at Walmart, they used to sell the same Nemex bottles for $5.99.
Yeah, bro. Oh, you said nothing split to a can of oil, bro. I remember that.
That's crazy.
That. Yep. Man. Yep. Sure did. But you know, like Walmart has that big pharma and the tree huggers run them out of a lot of stuff. Walmart don't even sell pistol caliber bullets no more, bro.
Damn.
I'm like, man, come on, man. Like y'all done got pumped. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all done got pumped. Like, how you gonna tell me what I can't sell? You can just not buy it.
No, you know somebody had shot up that Walmart. That's why they lucky they can still sell certain things. Remember they was shooting up Walmarts and shit.
And they still shooting up Walmarts. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing changed. They just closed the Walmart in Vegas off of Craig from robberies and shoot ups. You know what I'm saying? Like, but look, bro.
Yeah.
It's you can't blame what's happening to the company on the company. Like that's the people in the area and how the workers make the people in the area feel. You know, so.
Well, I can say this though, man. And this is neither here nor there though. Walmart came in and took a lot of small mom and pop businesses, so it is an opportunity for that to come back around, you know.
Yeah, and I can see that too, man. But I can see with us, like if we continue to become a conglomerate, man, we're gonna soak a lot of businesses up, and like J-Bo said, it's get out and lay down. Same thing with Netflix and Blockbuster. You know what I mean? Like, can you be mad at Netflix because they had an idea that was that was easier
Oh
to
yeah, I
market.
like that talk. I like that talk, Dre. Go ahead, bro.
And they could share more than Blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
how many Blockbuster movies I got just because I ain't taking back when they shut down? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, B. Like,
and the whole thing is Netflix went to Blockbuster and said, "Hey, let's collab." Matter of fact, we want to do business with you. And Blockbuster said, "Nah, we good. We good."
Hey, and we did the same thing, man. We went around, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, hey man, we got a little thing going on. We started a network. Ain't nobody done this before, you know what I'm saying? Come on, rock with us. Anybody want to do it, man? And it's growing. It's growing right now because I remember when I used to struggle to get 5 people in the chat, man, and like we be sitting at 20 plus consistently, man. I'm proud of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? And by this time next year, I hope we get 200 people in the chat. Everybody can talk from each other, sharing information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, party and BS.
Yeah, speaking of sharing information, man, we got to jump to the shows, man. Oh shoot, we running behind schedule. Let me go ahead and jump into this main subject, man. We'll go ahead and jump into this main subject.
Nah, man, Aaron, share the shows, man. Share the shows, man. We have to cut the subject low. We cut the subject low, man. We could do a part 2 to the subject, bro. It's nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. But make sure the brothers got that Netflix they need on the shows.
Yeah, man. Okay, here we go. All right. So we starting off with this weekend coming up in the Show Me State, man. That Show Me, man. If you ain't gonna show me, man, don't even come around, bro. You know. But they gonna have 4 confirmation shows at the Missouri State Fairgrounds in Sedalia, Missouri. For further information, contact Mike or John or Terry. And that's at the ADBA website. Shooting out to the Tri-State. We got the Tri-State ABBTC. They will be hosting in New Jersey. They will be hosting 3 confirmation shows and 2 weight pools in Salem County Fairgrounds in Woodstown, New Jersey. Contact Maritza at the ADBA website. Shooting out to the 23rd and the 25th. We're going to the Midwest out in the Colorado Rockies. Bulldogs of the Rockies, man. They'll be hosting 3 confirmation shows, 2 weight pools, 2 top dog athletic events at Adams County Fairgrounds in Brighton, Colorado. For further information, contact Sam or Jim. And then last but not least, the last day of May, 1-day show, the Great Lakes PBC. They'll be hosting 2 confirmation shows at Full Circle Farms in Holly, Michigan. Please contact Amanda for further information at the ADBA website. And those are your shows around the nation. Yes, sir. Yeah, but let's jump into the subject of the day, man. Which puppies won't make the cut? Yeah.
Which ones won't be what?
Won't make the cut, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Got to be more careful.
Salute, Dog Man TV.
Salute.
Hey, non-stop, man. Salute.
Non-stop in the building.
Salute. Man. Yeah, so let's talk about that, man. And that lines with the quote of the day, to see clearly, you must remove what you want to see. So how do you go about the process of, which puppies won't make the cut?
All right, so firstly, it's gonna be really hard for me to say puppy not gonna make the cut because it's a puppy. Mm-hmm. And that's given all things fairly. The puppy would have to have pretty much a deformity that stops him from being able to do any of the stuff that I want the puppy to be able to do in my program, right?
Yep. Those are the physical red flags. Yeah, those are physical red flags.
And I'm talking about like this dog would have to be so underbit that I can't see his nose from his bottom jaw, you know what I'm saying? Or so overbit that, you know what I'm saying? It look like he ain't got a bottom jaw, like he got ripped off or something. Like I'm talking about this dog would have to be pretty much need medical care for the rest of his life for it not to be able to be physically able to do it. You know, missing a limb, and I've seen dogs with missing limbs. Don't get it twisted. I've seen dogs with missing limbs do great work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that good of a dog man or neo dog man, whatever you want to call it. I'm not that good to say that I can guarantee get that dog to work like you can get that dog to work. That's not me.
Yeah.
I mean, I need all four legs to have a chance at being successful for what I do. But you know, if you got it, you can do it, man. Shout out to you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yeah, Toyo, what about you with the physical red flags?
Physical red flags or red flags period? What we talking about?
We're going through. We'll be talking about the physical, the behavioral red flags. You know, we're going through a little list, man. But you know, right now we're talking about the physical red flags.
And how would I know when one ain't gonna make the cut?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is your personal opinion.
Yeah. Well, okay, got you. It's still one of them things I say will be relevant to the jobs you want that dog to do. You know, he might not make the cut at certain things, but like I say, it just depends on what you're trying to get the dog to do. So that's what that thing is relative to me. What do I want that job? What do I want that dog to do? Determines whether or not he's making the cut or not, physically or not. To me.
Gotcha. And that's what's up. So let's jump to the behavioral red flags. Certain things. Let's say a good example. You have a extremely skittish dog that you expose it to certain things and it cowers, might eat, stuff like that. For me, that's a behavioral red flag. You can work with a dog like that, but I don't have the patience nor the time, and I know what needs to be invested into a dog to get the best out of that dog. If it's extreme.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that to me is a red flag. When it comes to behavioral red flags. Yeah, that's where I was gonna go immediately, because I was thinking of something that would, because it's kind of hard. I'm like with Dre, like, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to for one of them pups not to make the cut, because it's like I'm choosing jobs for them. So I'm gonna find a job that they can fit. You dig? But now something popped up in my head about shy dogs and different things like that. Those stand out to me as far as might be harder for you to get them to find a job for them, because they're skittish and shy and all that. So that one might be the one that I'm saying might not make the cut. If I can, or like you say, he gonna need extra time. He or she gonna need extra time, and I might not have that. I might not have that time. But so that will put him in jeopardy of not making the cut on almost any job because of his shyness or timidness and things like that. And I was thinking, salute that. There you go. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Dre?
What you mean, for behavioral aspects?
Yeah, behavioral aspects. And this is your opinion. Everybody has their own program, what they look for, what they willing to accept, and what they not willing to accept. So what's your opinion? So
behavioral aspects, man, like super scary dogs. That's not gonna work for me. I'm loud, obnoxious, man. So my dog gotta be like a goofy like me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they gotta, at a minimum, they gotta just like get excited when they see stuff. They do that little thing where they stand up on their back legs, like almost like a horse. Like they excited. Like I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I don't know what to do with my body, but I'm gonna just do something goofy. At a minimum, they gotta do that. What I really like is when they bark at stuff that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't like nothing that I don't know what it is. But then once they see you, then their ears drop back, their tails start wagging. They're alert until they don't need to be. I like that. Now, a dog that I wouldn't like is shivering, peeing on itself, pooping on itself just because you raise your voice. That's not gonna work. Yeah. Those are behavioral issues that say that this dog has a trauma or a level of trauma I'm not willing to deal with in person. You know, and mind you, in the hands of a person with the time for that, they can work that dog right out of that. So let me not say it's not, nothing is unfixable or unworkable. It's just not workable for the time frame that I have in my mind, what I'm going to spend time working on.
I second that, Dre. I second that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now let's take it a step further. You know, let's get a little more detailed in. You know the direction that you want to go in. So you have a direction that you got to go in, and you short on time, meaning you don't have time to play no games. You don't got time to wait and see and all this other stuff. So you're being very strict with your culling process, or you choosing the puppy process, right? So however you got it going on, whatever your program is, what would be the puppies off of the bat that would not make the cut? Or if that's too hard to answer, what would you be looking for out of a pup to make the cut?
So to make the cut, they don't quit. They don't quit at a level that I think is substandard. For example, okay, we was talking about the tug yesterday. The puppy that excites me is the one that comes off the ground. Why? To me, that's just okay. All of them don't do that. You feel like that's different. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's just momentarily, like this one comes off the ground. I think I don't know if that means more mouth. I don't mean that just means he has more drive to stay into the fight. But that's a good sign to me. You know, so that's one of the things that would help me distinguish them amongst the others. Which one follows me the furthest around the yard? Which one goes straight the furthest from the mother to come with me? Another thing, very, very simple thing. The dog is going to come with me even without the rest of the pack. I like that dog. He's going to do things. He's the first one to tear stuff up. Like, I'm not saying I want him to tear stuff up, but he's the first one to play with new toys. If I throw the rope down, he's the first one on the rope. You know what I'm saying? He's very, very just willing to work. He's very, very, he's showing me all the traits to be willing to work. That's a positive. Now, the opposite of that is what I'm looking at as the code. You know, he doesn't do those things. He runs away from the rope. He won't leave the mama at all. He's always trying to nurse. He don't even want to bite the tug. To me, those are signs that, okay, this probably might not be right for me. Yeah. Because and to be fair, those are things that I use to train my dog. Like, I use toys, I use food, I use tugs. So if this dog ain't willing to come with me, if he's more worried about his mother, the bond is with the pack, and he doesn't see me as a pack leader. I don't really, I don't really rock with that dog like that.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Toyo?
Oh, same as the ones that's gonna be, if I don't got no time to play around and nothing like that, those shy ones, or if none of them are shy, then it'll be the slowest ones to learn what I'm trying to tell them. Those two, either the shyest, timidest one, or just if I have all of them that's outgoing, the slowest one.
Okay, let's talk about the runt. Where does the runt fit in that situation? Do you some people like to go straight for the runt and focus on the runt. Some people yes sir. Yeah. Oh.
Big A.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Did I go out or did y'all go out?
I don't know.
You went out.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Dre fell off real quick.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so we was talking about the runt. So a lot of people, not a lot of people, some people like to look at the runt and focus on the runt. Some people are attracted to the runt, some people don't, discard the runt and, it's something completely different. Where does the runt fit in that situation in your puppy, in your, making the cut or not? Is that a factor?
Man, like I know people who are religiously live by the runt thing. They like the runt. It made no difference to me, man. Like honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. It's my belief system that I can take a runt and make it not the runt no more by simply removing it from the litter, making sure it gets the right nutrients and food it needs to grow for about a week, and then reintroduce it to the litter. It'll probably be bigger than the rest of the puppies in the litter. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't crucify me for that. I'm not telling you that's what you got to do. But what I've seen is when the run is removed and from having to compete for food, he can eat all it wants to and drink all it wants to. Typically, he grows or she grows up, and it's sometimes even and it's larger than the rest of the puppies out of the litter. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. What about you, Toyo?
You said, say it again for me, eh?
Where does the runt fit in that situation? Do you even consider the runt, or is that even a factor to you?
Yeah, I definitely consider him or her, but I'm not going to cheat for them though, just because they the runt. They basically got to go by the same type of standards. Like if they end up being the most outgoing one and the smartest one, whatever, yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
I like what he just said though. He said he's not gonna cheat for him. Do you think that so you put your dogs in, let's say you got a litter of 5, you let 3 of them go. So you put those 3 in different hands, you don't think it's cheating to let one, let's say one of them go to Mike Dan, one of them go to me, and one of them go to I don't know, somebody else.
Fat Bill.
Yeah, Fat Bill. You don't think that the other 2 that's going to the older dog man, you don't think that's a cheat code as well?
Oh, sure. The hands you place them in, the hands you place them in.
So if you can place them in cheat code hands, why you can't cheat for them on your yard to make sure that each puppy has the best chance of success?
Because I thought the question was as far as evaluating them for being, the top one you want to take out as the job. So yeah, like he's not excluded just because he's the runt, but he still has to prove himself above all them other ones that ain't got they not the runts or nothing. He still got to outshine them for me to even consider, but he's not excluded. But I'm not bringing him out special because he doing things that is the same things his brothers and sisters could do that are not runts. I'm not just bringing them out because of that. You dig what I'm saying? Nah, I'm bringing out my best dog.
So my follow-up to that, Toyo, would be, have you ever had to bottle feed one?
No, but I had people that had to.
Okay, and so that's what I'm looking at. Like, I'm not trying to say like you're babying it, but like, let's say one of them is struggling to eat, but you like this is a good litter. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's babying it or giving it special treatment in that situation. But if the other 4 puppies out of litter can feed naturally and this puppy can't, you know what I'm saying? Keeping it alive so to give it a chance to later on show you what it can do. I don't think that's the same as, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be like, okay.
No, that's not the type of cheating I'm talking about though. But like, I understand where you totally coming from, but that's not really the cheating I'm talking about. But like, yeah, I get where you coming from. Like, yeah, of course I'm gonna help it if I can. I'm gonna help it as much as I can to have a life. But as far as getting a job and all that type of stuff, it has to be a dog that has to fit the job. Simple as that.
Fair enough. Yes, sir.
Man. And see, and that's why I said a couple of a while ago, but I ain't go to detail in it because I had asked the question. What do you do when the mother, discards a pup, won't feed the pup? She didn't eat the pup, but she discarded the pup. Because my homeboy, he wouldn't feed the pup either. He would tell his wife, no, I'm being for real. He would tell his wife, and his wife would either call one of her friends or somebody to come get the dog. If you gonna take care of this dog and nurse the dog, take care of it. But it doesn't make my cut. If the mother don't want it, I don't want it. And that's just how he looked at it. That was the way he handled his business.
I always believe that the stone that the builder refused will always be the head cornerstone.
Yeah, man. So okay, let's speak of that special dog. I know it's hard to tell or whatever, but some people just get an itch or a certain feeling about a pup in the litter. What does that feel like? And what are the signs that just make you feel like this is the one?
Mine felt like a charge, bro. I knew I was gonna, man, this puppy would have survived. I would have been in jail right now, man. So I had a puppy. I had a puppy from Wade Yarborough, man, and I kept it at his crib. I used to pay him, pay him a little bit of money to keep some dogs at his crib. And I had this puppy, man. She was done up from Red Boy, his Red Boy Paladin male gangster to The little mama was the dog name I bought from her. It was Red Boy Jocko female coming off that Wrangler blood. And I had a litter of puppies, man, because I wanted a male. I always wanted a male, man. The female was always available, so I bought the female and bred his stud to get a male. And I was gonna name this puppy Action Jackson, man. So there was a litter of 8 puppies, right? And I would go down there. I'm not gonna lie, like all the stuff you see on Facebook, I'm just putting it. All the stuff you see on Facebook with puppies, people doing that stuff, I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm 19 and I ain't got nothing to lose, man. Let me go ahead and so every time I went down there, I'm looking, I'm checking, man. And Action Jackson is whooping everything in the litter every time I go down there. You know what I'm saying? I'm so proud, man. And I guess around like 3 or 4 months, man, Wave of Parvo came through the yard and took him out, man. He's the only one that died. He's the only one that died. I was like, man, none of the rest of these puppies will ever be, because I didn't see, you know what I'm saying? He's been dominating y'all since birth. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He was the first one to hit the nipple when he came out. It was all the things up. It was red noses. But I put a collar on him as soon as I could identify which one he was. They had little white markings, maybe different spots. But yeah, man, like that puppy was just it. Like they couldn't mess with him. They could not mess with him, bro. You know, and I was just proud of him. Had he lived though, I think he would have been in charge, because any kind of way these guys would have been talking junk, I would have been coming. You know what I'm saying? With a dog like that, because I felt like he's undefeatable. You know, and that's from a puppy. That's just my personal opinion, though.
Yeah, man, and I had me a real hot puppy, man. My homeboy had gotten a situation where he had got locked up it was like a little short time weekend. He had the pups, and he had been trying to get rid of the pups. And I pulled a slick one. You know, I knew he was locked up, and he needed the money to get out. So I went over to his house, and I got to get the pick that I wanted. I usually didn't get that. So, you know, I'm young. This is the first hot dog that I've ever had, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about she is hot as fish grease. And my pops had laid down some rat poisoning like some years prior before he had passed, and she had got into it and died or whatnot. But if I had her at the age that I was and my mentality, I would have got in trouble.
Yeah.
I would have got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, Toyo, so what about you, man? What let's talk about that special pup. You don't know, what the pup is going to turn out to be or anything like that, but you just got a feeling about the dog. What does that feel like, and what are the signs that bring you towards that dog?
Oh, the special one is when you got, it's the special one when you got to do special stuff.
Yeah.
Like instead of one lock, you might need 2 locks, 2 or 3 locks. You got to separate them from the other ones. You can't even have him around nothing, because he's gonna be different things, like he's gonna get himself hurt. He's gonna get himself hurt. You understand? So you gotta do special things. You understand what I'm saying? They see everything as a challenge, and they want to conquer it, no matter what it is. If they're locked in somewhere, they want to figure it out, and it's just different things. To me, the best way I can describe it is when you find yourself having to do special things for certain ones to keep them around, and it's not like they're doing nothing bad, but they're more of a dog, more of a not domesticated. They showing you a taste of the wild, whereas though some people be scared of it when they see it. But yeah, you'll know, what I mean, when you gotta do special stuff, special things that you'll know.
Okay, let's talk about the letdown. Okay, you've gone through a process. You've weighed everything out. You've picked the pup that are your choice, and the pup grows and it doesn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. Who should take the blame, if there is a blame to be taken? Is it you? Do you feel like you did everything you were supposed to do? Is it the dog? Is it your choice, in the matter? how do you view that, and how do you move forward?
To me, if I'm gonna blame anybody, I'm gonna blame myself. Because in real life we can't do half of what these dogs do.
Facts.
So at the end of the day, I would be checking myself first, checking on all my boxes, and make sure I checked all my boxes, because I know this is I know that this animal can do way more than me. So before I start checking him like setting up, I'm definitely gonna check my boxes first.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I agree to an extent, but I will say this though, especially if you're raising the whole litter, or you have access to dogs of that lineage, the mother, the father, and the same care is being given. Mind you, everybody is individually different. I get it. My sister and I are completely different people, but my mama fed us the same food at the dinner table. You know what I'm saying? And so we were exposed to given the same opportunities. If that dog was given the same opportunities and you got litter mates on the yard that are doing just fine, I wouldn't take all. I take fault for not being able to get a dog anything extra needed to grow, but that's not my fault. You get a dog every opportunity. We got somebody. Oh, Cosmo Cal came on. Salute. What's good, Cosmo?
Hey, what's good? Hey, yeah,
man. Salute to y'all, bro. Man, salute to the Bulldogs up this morning. What y'all got going on, man?
Salute,
man. Just some of them leftovers from the cookout from yesterday, man. I had to bring some over here, man. Toyo be putting it on the grill. Nobody want to eat my food, so we gonna eat Toyo food. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Don't like your tater salad.
Nobody like that bad boy, man. But it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? But
man,
oh man, what puppies make the cut? You know what won't make the cut. And to add to what Toyo was saying, man, like I think the man behind the dog should take the full blame, and it goes with the quote of the day, and it says, to see clearly, you must remove what you want to see. Some of us really want to look into these dogs and want something so much out of these dogs. You've already put that dog in a position. It's just like looking at a human. You know what I'm saying? We put our trust in people and want and expect people to do things that we won't do for ourselves, and then get upset when it doesn't happen. And it's the same thing with these dogs, man. You got to let the dog lead the way to a certain extent, you know, or make better choices. But
yeah, we you know what I mean. Everybody got a world beater. You dig what I'm talking about? Till it's not get rocked. You dig what I'm talking about? Everybody got the next Jeep, the next Homer, the next. You dig what I'm talking about? Till you dig what I'm saying? Till that get tested. You dig what I'm saying? So I would just advise any dog, man, don't put no expectation on it whatsoever. You dig what I'm talking about? Let him show you who he is, and then once he show you who he is, test it again. Test it again. He might not have made his mind. Listen, I done seen dogs in their first 1-2 rows, bro. Listen, ain't no way. You dig what I'm talking about? It's some guy that I know he wouldn't have made it all, y'all, but dudes was patient. Right, because they knew they hard. They knew they stuff didn't come until 2 years. So why you tested at 18 months?
Yeah, no, for real, man.
So did you play yourself short, or did you play the dog short?
But see, and that's man, and I think a lot of that has to do with a flow of information too, not just the person behind the dog, man. Because you would know these things if you would talk to the person who put together the breeding or whatever, if they if they got their history down. Because I know, some dogs turn on early, some dogs come out, hit the ground just like that. Some dogs don't turn on till they 11, 12 months. Some dogs don't turn on till they fully mature. You know, so I mean, I don't know, man. It's yeah, you know, I think a lot of it, damn near all of it, has to do with expectations set too high, and you know, expected, you know, more out of the dog than you would expect out of yourself.
Right, exactly. And I heard when I was getting on, they was talking about something about runts. The runts.
Yes. Yeah.
It's my just I'm just giving my perspective on it. I ain't saying that this is absolutely what it is, but to my you know, estimation and knowledge, the runt has nothing to do with at all with whether it's going to be a good dog or not, and it don't matter. And I didn't had the runt come out first, and I didn't had the runt come out in the middle, and I didn't had the runt come out at last. So and I've had good ones and bad ones. So it's just about the dog. I don't think it actually has anything to do, because I like I said, I had the littlest one came out in the middle puppy. You dig what I'm talking about? Everybody else big around, and he just the littlest thing. But that don't mean he stayed little, because many times they be the big ones. They come out of everybody. They turn out to be giants, go shredded. You dig what I'm saying? And so I think it's I think with the whole thing is a little overblown, and it's probably like a lot of us keep our dogs together. They be 8 weeks. Yeah, you dig what I'm talking about? And the run is usually the one getting picked on. Yeah, just like in a family. You dig what I'm talking about? The youngest one is either collie out or he picked on the most. You dig what I'm talking about? Everybody around them dealing with the ones, and the ones in the middle, they say we don't feel appreciated. The ones in the oldest ones, they always say they the favorites, and you dig what I'm saying? So it could be a little bit of that in those too. Like, man, y'all niggas not gonna keep picking on me. Yeah. You dig what I'm talking about? Y'all not gonna keep picking on me. And cause I seen this is how I know. I didn't see a dog. Allegedly. Before I say this, anything we are going back on time in the bus. This is all historical. And what I say, Samurai Kennels and the whole staff do not agree with what I'm saying. But I didn't see. Dogs get in that thing and get mollywopped. You like, man, no, this is not even a dog. You dig what I'm talking about? But back on that chain, you shoot him up, put him back on that chain, and that nigga think about it for about 3-4 months. Yeah. Whole new dog. Yeah. So it's about, you know what I mean? It's about handling. It's about dealing with them. It's about a relationship. It's so much. And then you can have a good dog. You can have a great dog, as a matter of fact. But that don't mean he fast lane. Yeah. You did want to listen. That was my wake up call. That was my wake up call. I just got it early. Early. I knew what a bad dog looked like. I got it early, and the same time my daddy found out is when I found out. Because before we ever had pit bulls, I think I got first when I was 8. No, I was 7, and it got hit. But then I got another one at 8. But the when I learned out for sure that it's not the size of the dog. You dig what I'm talking about? And the bad ones don't always look like what they act like. Yeah. If anybody out here knows Slick City Joe, the Abrahams, all them, listen, that's my daddy boy. my daddy and them and my uncles used to raise the Doberman pinchers. You did what I'm talking about, Doberman pinchers, and my daddy. Hold on one second. But my daddy went and got. I don't know if y'all remember these dogs. Do y'all remember the Bouviers?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Them old Bouviers, kind of wiry hair, black, big, strong, deep chest, the terriers.
Yeah.
So my daddy got into the Bouviers, and them Bouviers was whooping the brakes off them Dobermans. Whooping the brakes off these Dobermans. Wasn't even close. And so my daddy had a couple of them, and he just thought they was the shit, and I thought they was bad too. He had one named Symbol that was bad. Man, this nigga Slick City. And I didn't know he was Mr. Abraham. I've always just known him City. You dig what I'm talking about? I had to be about 7, 8 years old, and mind y'all, I'm 47 now. So we going back in the day, in the 80s, and Slick City had pulled up on my daddy. We used to stay in the D, put up on spend the summer with him. He pulled up on it. They was chitting and chatting, and I didn't even know he had a dog in the car. Man, my daddy let Simba out, man, and Simba was in the yard. All I just seen was these 2 little ears poke up out this motherfucking truck. Man, this little bitty furball. Listen, bro, I'm telling you, this thing is like 35, 40 pounds. Jumped out his car. Man, and I'm talking about a big 95-pounder. Simba was big. And this little 40-pound dog whooped the brakes off Simba. I had never seen a pit bull to then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I had never even seen one. Man, I said, what is that? So I had to be 7. I had to be 7 because my daddy went and got me one of them dogs. Now, mind you, look, so this about 85. Do y'all know who was on that man yard, 85, 86?
Was that
listen, I don't know what dog, the breeding on it was, but I got it from him. And it ended up getting ramped over. I had like a month, and a nigga ran the dog over because we didn't walk our dogs on chains when we was little. They just whipped. And we was going we used to have little BB guns, pellet guns and stuff, and we used to go rabbit and pheasant hunting and all that, and we'd take our little puppies with us. And I was crossing the street from my house, and the dog was running behind me, and dude was flying up the street, hit my dog. But so you never really know until you know. You dig what I'm talking about? You never know till you know. And man, sometimes the way you find out will break your heart. I mean, especially when you just knew you had a bad mama down. You dig what I'm talking about? Especially when you knew you had a bad mama down, or you thought you did.
Hey, Kaz, we gotta wrap up on here because we gotta get ready to go to the cookout. Right?
Hey, that's exactly how Simba looked, bro. That's exactly how Simba looked, man. He beat the brakes off. Hey, listen, I never seen that like this, bro. Because you know when you see them big dogs, they jumping paws up, and you dig what I'm talking about. Listen, he went into this dog chest and slammed him. The dog way less than half that size. Man, he got in the and then now look, I'm peeping game. I'm dumb. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm dumb. I don't know what's going on. I'm tight. And I seen Slick City. But daddy was telling me, man, get your dog. Get your dog. And Now, me watching, but being game goofy. I'm game goofy as fuck, right? Slick City go in his pocket. Mr. Abraham go in his pocket. And they couldn't get the dog off of Slick City go in his pocket, and he put it in the dog mouth, and the dog come up out there. I never seen what he did. He put the thing back in his pocket, and he put the dog in the dog. See what I'm talking about? It didn't last but like a minute. You did what I'm talking about, a minute too. You did what I'm saying? And but man, dog, I was turned out.
Yes, sir.
Turned out.
Hey, Kaz, I gotta wrap up this show because we gotta move on to the cookout, bro.
Okay. All right. Salute to y'all brothers, man. Hey, y'all breathe in, let that light in, man. Hope I see y'all boys down there at that PBC show down there in Michigan, man.
For sure,
Hey,
bro.
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yes, sir. Hey.
All right, Biggie, you wanna make your rounds?
Yeah, you know what it is, man. You know, it's been another good morning show, man. It's Thursday, but it feels like Friday today, man. You know what it is. But if you ain't a member, man, what you doing, man? Come on, get down with this movement. It only costs you $1, man, to start off, man. That's it. You excuse me. That's the coffee, man. But anyway, check this out, man. Look, man, tomorrow is the digital dog of the week, man. Send them shots in, man. You still got today to get them in, man, because we got free cash giveaway tomorrow, man. But I'll feel y'all in when we get to the cookout, man. You know what it is.
For sure, man. And like y'all know, man, we already over our timeline, so we're gonna go ahead and hit y'all with the Christian watchword, the Neo Dog Man chant. We're going straight over to Toyos, man. So y'all stay right here on the channel. You know what I'm saying? When the next live launch, I don't know how y'all get the notifications. I don't know what it looks like from y'all's perspective, but we'll be there. So let's say this prayer real quick. If you pray, stay. If not, you know what you can do. Dip, no smoke. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent, one from another. Amen.
Amen.
For the love of the game, let me fix myself. For the love of the dogs.
For the love of the game.
Love of the game. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop, slow, head not flow.
Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lines run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.